Hi, I'm Sami, your career strategist. Now, I want to let you in on the biggest secret on building your career, networking, and professional development in general. You want to know what the big secret is? Showing up. Literally, that's what it is. And then you add on to that by showing up and being pleasant and competent when you get there. And honestly, sometimes you can be hit or miss on either of those. You want to know why? Most places and most people and most organizations and most careers have places for folks to get their toe into the industry. Whether it is volunteering, internships, whether it is mixers, hackathons, different things like that. I have seen so many people ignore wide open doors of opportunity because they were like, that's not going to pan out. I don't want to spend, 3 hours every other Sunday doing that or doing this, or when's that going to pay off? I don't want to go to this mixer if it's every week, or go to that startup event, or I'm too shy to go to a hackathon. Except those are the places where you meet the people who do the things in the industry that you want to be in. Literally, so many people don't do this one crucial step. They stay inside and they just passively apply, do the one-click apply on LinkedIn, and then they kind of wonder why they're not getting anywhere, or why is it taking so long? How do I get experience before I get experience? And I have to tell you, it's all about showing up. It doesn't need to be expensive. It doesn't need to be unduly time-consuming. You can really choose different things to build up your career. So let's take web development. Just take that. I am a consultant in a contract position for a tech boot camp. They're one of Europe's hottest tech boot camps, and they do a mentor program for web developers. And they kind of set people up with a seed network, and then you create a number of projects in your portfolio. So by the time you're done with the course, you should have been able to network with people in the field, have a tutor and mentor who are professionals who can give you advice and assistance, and then you already have a couple of things in your profile or your portfolio to build on for later. What is the number one thing that I see, not just students in my tech boot camp and not just students when I worked at a tech college? What was going on is that people don't want to freelance. They're not portfolio building. They're not networking. And they're wondering why nothing is going on for them. So let's say you want to be a web developer, do some freelance work. Do a phone tree. Call up people from different clubs that you're affiliated, or sports teams that you know some sort of fireman baseball league or something like that. Do those sort of things to bring in either paying or unpaid website development work so you can put it on your portfolio. You can also do a challenge for yourself where you can go on Twitter and do 30 days of user interface elements, or you can go to a hackathon, or to a startup event, or to a place where you can meet people who could potentially hire you, because this is the straight up reality. The bulk of job leads, and I repeat that, the bulk of job leads are not posted online. They say maybe 20 to 50% are posted online. Most things are internal. Most companies that they ask if anybody knows or can recommend somebody do not rely on the internet to find you a job unless you are using the internet to build relationships. That will help you. Show up in your career, and show up early, show up often. Because once you do that, people are more likely to want to give you opportunities because you've already shown that you have some commitment and skin in the game. So, that's the secret. And like all secrets, it requires hard work, and it doesn't always happen overnight, but it can help you. I've always wanted to work in a place that advocates for LGBTQ folks and helps with that population's economic empowerment. I volunteered in an LGBT community center like 4 years ago. I did it for a couple of summers, and now I'm actually working. My day job is actually at an awesome nonprofit working in their LGBT initiatives program where I do career services for folks in that community in my local area. And you want to know how I ended up pretty much getting this position? Is because I had the experience. I had volunteered at this community center, and I got to know a lot of the folks who are in this industry. So when I walked into my panel interview, I already knew 3 people who were interviewing me, and I was on friendly terms. One of them I had went to high school with. I knew the receptionist. I knew somebody walking in. People said hi to me while I was sitting down. I pretty much knew the place before my interview because I had taken the time to network. And you want to know what? I did only 2 volunteer shifts a month. So maybe like 5 hours a week. Maybe like 6, nothing big, or 6 hours a month, I mean, nothing big, but that was enough for me to have a good impression. I was also able to use that volunteering opportunity as resume building. I also used it when I was doing presentations, and I actually did a number of conference presentations and poster sessions on my work with the LGBTQ community. So that's something to think about. You have to show up. It might not happen right away, but it's all part of a rich tapestry, if you will, that is your career. So like I said, to summarize, the secret to getting ahead in your career is showing up. And of course, being pleasant and mildly punctual when you get there. Competency also helps. But being pleasant really smooths things over, even if you're not quite sure what you're doing yet. So I hope that was helpful. And as always, I'm Sami, your career strategist.